Okay, this is that update we have been looking for. Um, I'm calling this, I think, and I'm excited about it. This is the Unshutter Tent Revival FBC update. Today's May 21st. I'm pretty sure that's the date. And I'm pretty sure it's a Thursday. Tonight's the FBC family Zoom meeting, so that would make a Thursday. That's fantastic, knowing what day it is of the week. But I'm out here in the pavilion, and chose to record it here because this is where we're going to meet, and that's kind of one of the big parts of the update. We are going to meet out here, and the plan still stands as of right now. It's on the 31st. So this Sunday we're gonna live stream. The following Sunday, the 31st, we're gonna meet out here. We're still gonna live stream. So if you're not ready to come out, if that's not where you're at, we're gonna live stream. And if the live stream falls apart on us, because we're gonna be, I think we're gonna be like hot spotting, and so technology could cause us some issues. We'll record it and we'll post it, shortly after. So, but we're going to do our best with that. But the bottom line is, if you aren't going to be able to physically join us, we'll be posting that right after. We're just going to be meeting for Sunday morning service, 10:45, right here in the pavilion. We're calling it Tent Revival. We're going to have a tent revival, and I'm super excited about it. And we're going to have tent revival for a while until the Lord tells us to do something else. And so that's what we're going to do right here in this wonderful pavilion God has provided. And so plan on being here. Bring your own chair. Bring as many chairs as there are members in your family or your group. And we're going to come. We're just going to spread out and be thoughtful and loving and kind to one another in that process. We got plenty of room. If there's inclement weather, we're still planning on meeting out here unless there's really, really, really bad weather. And I guess we'll just make that decision as it comes along. And so be paying attention. If we'll broadcast out if there's really bad weather, then we're just gonna live stream that Sunday. But Lord willing, we won't have that situation. So if it's raining, light rain, we're going to meet. We're going to meet here. We're still going to meet. That's what we're going to do. And so that's how that's going to go. I have the core values behind me here. And why? Because these are really important to us. We've had these with us for a long time. And, this isn't anything new. We want to do all things with the gospel in mind. We desire that the gospel is just everything to us. And I don't know that we've always put that to action the way that we mean to. But I got to tell you, the revival that has been born in my heart, revival, the life that God has stirred in me and brought me back to and doing in me, I desire for this church, for you. Maybe some of you, many of you are experiencing the same thing. Oh, I'll be so glad to hear that from you. But I see revival coming, and revival is gospel. Jesus wants us to be about the lost. And so we're going to do that. We're going to be about that. And that is where we're headed. And so when we come back, we want to love each other because they will know us by our love one for another. If people are wearing masks and that is important to them, do all things with the gospel in mind. Be considerate, be careful, be conscious, be loving. Someone is not going to wear a mask for whatever reason. Again, be considerate, be loving, be careful, be thoughtful. Let's just love each other, right? Let's do all things with the gospel in mind. All of us are sinners saved by grace. That's one of those do all things with gospel in mind thoughts. And we want to be welcoming and loving to anybody that shows up and do all things with the gospel in mind. We study Let's conform our worldview through the lens of God's Word. We're going to keep doing that. We're going to open up God's Word when we come together. We're going to be very much about studying God's Word and continue to do that. And we are going to strive to love, serve, and prefer one another in the love of Jesus Christ. Guys, when we are together, let's exemplify that. Let's exemplify our love one for another. We have missed each other. Oh, how we've missed one another. I have missed you. I have missed you so much, and I know you've missed each other. Man, when we come back, let's show that love to one another. And one of those ways we can do it is to just be considerate of one another in every way, shape, and form. Let's go to great lengths to do that. Okay? And make sure we're doing that in every opportunity we can. Right? We're going to determine to be a praying church. I know lots of you have probably found new kinds of prayer opportunities through this, and we're going to move forward in that. And we need to move forward that in a big way. Revival comes through lots of prayer, and we need to be a praying church. I know that God has been moving in my heart in prayer in ways that grown me in that, and I'm sure He's grown you in that, and we need to grow as a church in that. And so much prayer needs to be going before us, and we will make the worship of Jesus the foundation of our lives. The gospel and Jesus is what He has been keeping me focused on and letting all the distractions fall away. We don't need to be distracted. We need to let all of those things just fade as we see Him, as we are worshiping Him together, as we are coming to the throne of grace. And finally, church, we're going to walk by faith and not by sight. There are so many things that we can just humbly agree we just don't know. But what we do know is Jesus rose from the dead. Jesus is coming back. And right now, while we're here, He wants us to be about the gospel work. And so we're going to come together. We're going to meet in this wonderful pavilion that God has provided, and we're going to have a tent revival.